We are at the 2023 SAFTAD trade show. Now the trade show is a show for retailers to come and buy from wholesalers, distributors, manufacturers. Now the tackle shops come here, they get orders, they buy the stuff, they put it in the shop, me and you, we go buy. But we never see everything that is available. So the whole live drive about today is specifically about showing you what is available from the manufacturers, wholesalers, etc. So enjoy it with us. Every time we come live, we show you something that you haven't seen in a shop before. We are here with Mike Dekavaya from T-Line. Mike, what is T-Line? What do you do?
T-Line, we are the only manufacturer of fishing line in South Africa. We actually manufacture it, we don't import it. And we do from 0.2 millimeter carp fishing up to 3.5 for mainline fishing, catching tuna.
3.5 millimeters.
3.5 millimeters, 500 kilo break-in strain fishing line.
So that's like wheat eater guy.
It's exactly the same thickness, yes.
Do you also do that?
We do weed eater line. That's our biggest market. We started with the weed eater line. I built the machinery myself to start it. And we've been going for 24 years this year.
Well,
so
that's great stuff. We are proud to have a local manufacturer of line with us. So take us through your product range and what you want the viewers out there to know.
Right. First, I'd like to show them how to make fishing line. What I've got here is some line that we've cut off out of our plant. When you manufacture fishing line, it starts off as pellets. We add a dye to it, and then it gets fed through an extruder. The extruder is basically like a meat mincer with heaters on. The line goes through the extruder, goes out of the dye into water and sets. And under normal conditions, it will go through 2 sets of rollers and stretch between the 2 sets of rollers. But this line I've taken out of the plant before the stretching process. So if you take the line, take a short piece like this, you can actually take it and you can stretch it. And where you've stretched it now, you have fishing line. It will not stretch again. So that's the basis of how fishing line is made. One of our other products is our tapered leaders, which is, the guys mainly use it for shark fishing. We call it a step tapered leader. Starts off at a thinner line. In this case, it's a 0.8 millimeter. 0.8 millimeter will taper up to 1.6 millimeter. They use it for shark fishing. You have a meter of thinner line, then you have a meter of tapered line going up to your thicker 1.6 millimeter, and then 9 meters of the thicker 1.6 millimeter line. The idea of this is you tying a thinner line onto your rod, onto your reel, and you have a smaller knot. So when you're casting in the surf, you've got a smaller knot going through the eyes of your rod, and you're not going to get damage to your rod. The thicker line is so that you don't have to use steel, and you can go over the reef. You're not going to get cut off. And yeah, now I've got tongue time. So we also do commercial line. This is a commercial braid. The general sports fisherman will be used to braid that is this size, which we also supply, but you can see the difference in diameter. I'm not too sure if you're catching that, but it's 0.16 millimeter to 6 millimeter. And this is what they use in long line fishing as the main line. Long line fishing, just as a matter of interest, is they would take this line every 2 meters. They would attach a swivel onto the line, and then they fish with 1 meter of fishing line with a hook. So every 2 meters on a long line like this, there's a line and hook, and that's basically how longline fishing is done. What else have we got?
Your other tapered leader, the thicker one.
The thicker tapered leader, this is we do for drone fishing, but now drone fishing has been banned. It's the same principle, a thinner line that tapers up to a thicker line, and here we have 22 meters of thicker line. We made this longer because the drone fishermen asked us for it. But unfortunately, drone fishing is stopped now. So, but it is available.
I see that you've got a number of different lines. Who's your target? What type of fisherman is actually buying T-line?
Generally, it's most people think it's only for saltwater, because most of our fish in the pictures we have are for saltwater, but it's freshwater fishing as well. So you can fish bass, carp, whatever range of fish is out there, you can catch it.
Do you only have a monofilament, or do you have things like fluorocarbon?
No, we don't do fluorocarbon. We only do monofilament. As I say, our monofilament goes up to a 500 kilo break-in strain, which is
that's half a ton.
That's half a ton of break-in strain. Yeah, this is what they're catching. If you've ever seen mean tuna or mean swordfish, something like that. This is the main line that they're actually drawing in on the big winches to bring the fish in. This is what they use.
Excellent. Well, that's it. That is Mike from T-Line. So make sure you go ask at your tackle shop for those specifically stepped up tapered leaders.
Yeah, sure. And if you don't find it in your tackle shop, give us a call. We're going to start an online store, and we can supply you from there.
Well, that's it. Let's go see what else is on the show.
Great. Thank you very much for your time.